So hello guys, welcome back to my the lighting. So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So currently sitting in the all new 2024 GWM Tank 300. So another rugged 4x4 here at the Manila International Auto Show after just the Jet 32. So I wanna see now how this compares with that, since I just literally driven that too. Again too, I'd like to thank everyone here at GWM Philippines for making this all possible, and to Sir Paul here of GWM Makati. Again, these are his contact details. So what do we have now here with this Tank 300? Okay, you get the rugged looks here and there. I love the front. You have a ground clearance of 220mm, surprisingly taller than the competitor. And to the side profile and at the rear gets the rugged looks, and surprisingly at the boot space it's pretty large. You can literally fit 2 water dispensers there in the back. So again, you get chunky tires here all around this vehicle, since this is gonna be driven off-road a lot depending on the owner. The biggest surprise for me here in this Tank 300 is the interior itself. Just looks so luxurious here than usual. Even here in the door card, get a lot of spoke and squeegee materials all around. Here in the steering wheel, you get paddle shifters, a bit too far like with the Canon, but I think it's just a little bit near. So again, it's alright. And then you get buttons here for your instrument cluster adjustments and volume connectivity. You have a digital instrument cluster, a little bit updated from the Canon, but a little bit better since the font is just a little bit bigger. And here for your 12.3-inch infotainment system, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Don't worry, there's Android Auto, it's just not displayed here in the infotainment system. And here too, press this button here, you have a reverse and 360-degree camera, and the response time is pretty okay. It's a bit delayed if you touch it by yourself, but if you touch the buttons itself on screen, it's much more responsive. And then further down below the infotainment screen, this is my favorite part. Look at this air conditioning vent, and you have a clock right here. So there's another event upcoming. I can see what time I have to finish here. You get your climate control functions here, wireless charging pad, and here the good stuff here in the middle. You get your drive selector modes and driving modes itself, pretty much the same like with the Canon, and more off-road buttons here too. So front and rear diff locks. We won't demo that right here today, and I love this gear shift since again looks like a jet fighter surprisingly. Okay, so let's go to drive, and we have a sunroof over here, center console box, and visors. Oh, they don't extend, but it's alright. And you get more stuff up here for your 12-volt. Ooh, and for opening the sunroof itself. For the rear, hopefully I can demo it at another time. You can see there is a lot of space, and yeah, as well you have few amenities too. So carrying this all-new GWM Tank 300 is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder diesel engine that produces 217 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque. So just a little bit down on power, but not far off with the torque with the competitor. And this one is mated to an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission, which is exactly the same with the GWM Canon locks. So I have a full review of that. Check it out on my channel. It's one of my favorite pickup trucks of all time, and this one could be another one on the list. And surprisingly, I guess with the competitor, this is more like it, to be honest, since you have the rugged looks here and there. Yeah, you feel the ground clearance is really high. You have a very commanding position. This is more like it. And of course, off-roading this will be pretty much easy. And being an 8-speed automatic too, okay, it's not the fastest to shift out there. However, it's pretty smooth. So here too, the driving modes. Okay, yeah, this is mainly for the off-road mode. So let's just focus here on the normal mode, and aka sport mode. So here now. So manual mode, you can activate it here in the gear selector or the paddle shifters itself. And surprisingly, for a very large vehicle, the steering is light. Okay, pretty responsive to just the right amount of F2. And yeah, flooring it. Okay, pretty alright too. Okay, it's not the most powerful one in this class of vehicle. However, it still gets the job done, not to my surprise. And the transition from drive once the auto hold is activated, okay, it's alright too. And well, from a standpoint, okay, it's pretty good too for what this is. And yeah, the 8-speed automatic transmission gets the job done. I think very much more or less similar to like with that of the Canon locks 4x4. And then let's go it. Whoa! Oh wow! Right, as I said, it's down on power on the competition. However, though, the torque figure, that's what amazes me the most. I mean, and the 8-speed combo, wow! Right, it's no dual clutch like, of course. However, gets the job done for overtaking. Oh my gosh! Wow, that's a surprise. In manual mode's a 3. Oh. Okay. And like that too of the Canon Lux 4x4, once in manual mode, it will not automatically upshift. That's good. And here now, big test for this Tank 300. Don't mind the sound. That's the water dispenser flying in the back. Of course, being the Tank 300. Yeah, this is, it doesn't, the bumps here don't exist whatsoever. So sorry for the camera twist. It's a tight space here. There you go. Yeah, the suspension is pretty soft, but again, this is a rugged 4x4 vehicle. Its intended purpose is to go off-road. And however, just driving this as a daily or briskly too, it does the job pretty alright too. And here, big hump too. Of course, there's a lot of travel here in the suspension. Easy peasy, simple as that. Wow, surprising. And as well, the first GWM which has the best NVH. I mean, there's loud motorcycles passing by since we're just in Roces Boulevard. Doesn't translate that much here into the cabin. The NVH is even better, I gotta say, than that of the Canon 4x4. So here, Lord, a little bit delayed, but once it gets going, you get going. Oh my gosh. And that's the big rocky part here in the test route, which I driven all the cars here today. Yeah, this is the best one that coped with it. Wow. Not to my surprise, of course, this is GWM Tank 300. And body roll, of course, is present, but and driving this, surprisingly, not that intimidating. Here, then automatically upshift. Wow, that's so good. Brakes pretty mushy, but it's given in this category. And overtaking, it's a diesel engine. Oh my gosh, wow, that's so good. I wasn't expecting this at all with this Tank 300. Exceeded a lot of my expectations. So for the cost of all of this, what's the price, sir, for that? What's the price?
2.6.
So for 2.6 million pesos, a nearly complete off-road vehicle. Yeah, looks like GWM have a hit with this 4x4. Wow. Wow, this is enjoy. So I'm gonna get you out now in, never mind, let's keep it there. Wow, that's so good. A lot peppier than I expected to comparing with that Canon Lux 4x4. So yeah, that concludes my test drive review, and hopefully we'll have a lend out of this so I can give a proper test drive experience too. So I'd like to thank everyone here at GWM Auto Philippines and to Sir Paul here of GWM Makati for making this test drive review possible. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and hopefully in the future let's have a lend out of this GWM Tank 300. Bye bye.